You're listening to the Smith House Adventure Show.
Ooh, that is a question that hits my heart, and it hits hard. It's a very emotional answer is going to be coming here because, speaking having life changed in an instant, mine was. In my early teens and slightly before that, I was heading down a path that was going to lead me to jail or death, period. I was finding acceptance in gangs and was gaining foothold and was really liking the camaraderie, the power that went with it. It was a rush. And when I started playing football, I was, as a 13-year-old, I was a starting quarterback and a team captain. I was hanging with a crowd that was leading me down that path, and my head coach caught me. And Tony Anderson, retired CFL player at the time, he was an offensive lineman. He got me away from the guys that I was hanging out with, and he basically had me with one arm by the collar up against the wall. And Tony was 6'6", 6'7", and he had me at his shoulder height pinned against the wall. And he looked at me and says, "You're my fucking captain. You're my leader. You are better than this. I believe in you." That was the moment there that I have called upon many times as I faced struggles. Because up to that point, I didn't think I was good enough for anything or anybody. So when those demons come up, I get that Tony Anderson's loving and very firm voice in my head saying, "You're better than this and you're worth it."
That's awesome. And that is the amazing thing about a mentor taking you under their wing and seeing you stray down that path and literally just giving you the words that maybe you weren't hearing at home or at school or something else, wherever that mentor finds you. And it can change a life. I mean, really, with those words, he changed other people's lives by the patients whose lives you changed. And it is amazing those simple little acts early on, young in your life, and how it has reverberated so much to impact so many other people's lives. That's amazing. And I hope that for a little while, it seemed like mentors just kind of vanished a little bit. It wasn't really happening as much. And there was a lot of generations of young men and women who found a receptive audience in a group of people who don't actually have your best interests at heart. And that, you're simply probably at your age going to be a mule. And yeah, that is amazing. So from that moment on, when you heard those words, it changed for you.
Yeah, it really did. I changed my friendship circle. I've always been that guy who has never belonged to a group, but can fit into any group. Right? I've never felt like I belonged with the jocks or with the really smart guys or with the party animals. Never felt like I belonged, but I could fit in anywhere. So what those words from Coach taught me was how to make better decisions. So I started to hang out with people that were going to be a positive influence on my world, not a negative influence. People who saw me for who I really was and accepted me for that, even on my bad days. And I have been faced with many opportunities to stray. And that experience always comes back and just kind of keeps me on the straight-ish and narrow. Let's call it that. I'll never be fully straight and narrow, but I'm on a good road.
And that's all that anybody could really ask for somebody. As long as you're not hurting other people while you're having a little bit of fun and adventure, every now and then you just got to blow off that steam. Thanks for your time. Please like, subscribe, and comment to help grow the show. And remember, get back up.